Liverpool are through to the semifinals of the Champions League. They just tied Benfica 3-3 today, but won the matchup 6-4 on aggregate. Oh my gosh, what a great game. What a crazy game. Despite it being a tie at the end of the day at home, listen, it's a two-match series, and we put the work in the first game, and that is how we were able to tie today and go through. There was some wonderful play from all of our players on the field today, and we rotated. We made about 7 changes, I think it was, from the starting 11 that faced City this past week. So seeing players like Simicas, Joe Gomez, Diaz, like all these guys, even Konate and Matip at the back line, and letting like players like Salah, Mane, Fabinho, Thiago, Van Dijk all rest, was huge. Let's just get through some of the goals. Like Konate scoring against Benfica again off of the corner from Simicas. Love to see it. Him patting the badge. That was a great sight. And Simicas is really, in my eyes, becoming like one of the best left backs just in football right now. Like, obviously, working alongside Robertson in training is a huge help. Like, he's playing like him. He's got the style down pat, and I never felt like our set pieces suffered by having Trent and Robbo out of the game. I will say, however, while the goals are still coming, the offside trap did lack a little bit. You'll see in I think it was a few of the Benfica goals where they were held onside by, in one of them Simicas held a player onside, and the other Joe Gomez held one onside. Maybe if Trent and Robbo were in, that wouldn't have happened. Maybe if Van Dijk was in, he would have pushed everyone up further. That is, just bound to happen when you rotate players like that. But it did not stop us from going on, so no complaints there really. Going into halftime when we were tied up, we kept that lead over Benfica despite them getting one before half. And then we didn't really let that momentum they had with the goal, get the better of us. Because, right after halftime, Bobby gets a goal. It came from some great pressure from Luis Diaz to, force the goalkeeper to make a mistake. Jota gets the cross in, and Bobby's there to finish it. That was huge for us. And then when Bobby got the second one from the Simicas free kick, that was just incredible. I think Bobby's up there in a Champions League goal tally, close to Steven Gerrard at this point now, and I think nearing 100 goals for Liverpool in general, which is just, you love to see it. In a season like this one where he's been more rotational than usual, having him step up in big games like this is huge. Maybe we'll see him in the FA Cup final or the FA Cup semifinal. We'll have to see though. Yeah, and on the topic of rotation, like it was just great that we were able to, like I was saying earlier, get all our main guys out and have Naby get a good chance on the pitch. James Milner, even though like definitely felt James's presence was not as forceful as like Fabinho Thiago's, it was still good to get him minutes out there. And then even to bring on Fabinho and Thiago late in the game, just so they stay fresh. They didn't have a whole week off. They still got some minutes in. And while we did allow 2 goals after the subs came on, we still scored one. They had to adjust to the game, and we definitely did lighten up a little bit. We didn't want any injuries, just because, we can't have that at this stage of the season. But Benfica started coming back. They got 2 more goals, and, I'll say at least people in our bar, we started drifting our attention to maybe the Atletico and Man City game, and, sort of, woke up a bit and realized, oh shit, like, Benfica is coming back here. And, while they were still multiple goals down, it was, still a bit of a scare there. And right after they got their third goal was another great chance for them where Alisson made an incredible save diving to the ground. If that goes in, it could be a completely different story. We're telling right now. Alisson makes that save, and then from then on out, you see Liverpool completely dominate. That was their wake up call, I think, and that's when they were able to hold down the fort and just completely control the game. There was about 5 minutes there where there was just complete Liverpool possession and team play. Divock also came in at the end of the game. Good to see him get a few minutes in there, especially after it was announced he's signing for AC Milan. So glad he'll get to feature a few more times before he eventually heads out. End of an era there with Divock leaving. But yeah, it's going to be a great semifinal. On the flip side, there's Man City versus Real Madrid. That's going to be huge. We'll see how Man City deals with Benzema there. And then for us, we have Villarreal, which I don't think is as easy of a draw as it sounds. For example, they just beat Bayern. That's not an easy task. I think it'll be really important for us to, put the pressure on early and get an early goal so that we can control how the game is going to be played. Because Villarreal got the first goal in the Bayern matchup, and they were able to control from there. But regardless, it's going to be great. Could be an all-English final if we go on, and City goes on, which on that whole side of things, it is insane that Liverpool and City are fighting for the league. Liverpool and City are also in the Champions League, and then they also have each other to play in the FA Cup semifinal this weekend. The story between Pep and Klopp this season is not finished, and we'll just see how it has to go. But looking ahead to Saturday, it's gonna be huge. I think City had a few players knocked up in their games, so we'll see how that impacts their squad. But I'm very excited to see what Klopp throws out for the lineup there in the FA Cup semifinal. How seriously will we take it? Like, will we see? I don't know. I doubt we'll see Harvey Elliott play or maybe even Curtis Jones, but I have a feeling he's going to play a strong lineup. These two teams respect each other a lot, and I don't think they're going to just treat this sort of how we treated the Carabao Cup, where we sort of found ourselves in the final all of a sudden after playing teams of our younger guys. But we'll just have to see how that goes. Really excited for it though. I think we should go all out for that one. Winning another trophy is always big. And just see how it's looking for the quadruple as the rest of the league plays out. And great day to be a Liverpool fan. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.